Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to talk about some amazing books I have read, and the best part is I read them for completely free on this cute little orange app. I don't know why people don't get it. They defame this app. This is more than app, I believe. It's a platform with so much potential, for aspiring writers and students like us who love to read to form their opinion based on 5 or 10-second reels. Yes, some stories are toxic, yes, but because of that people end up defaming the entire platform. We know what we are reading and we are smart enough to walk away when things doesn't get right. We won't stay in a place where our body dignity, our honor isn't respected. Okay, so this isn't a review video. I am just going to blabber about my favorite books, characters, and my favorite authors. He was humiliated by his step family and he bought a whole new mansion for his wife, that too within an hour. He added her name, his wife's name, in the middle of his name to honor her. Yup, he is Nishkar Saranya Vedi. And you're not nerdy enough to understand this? It's Rose's Mad Eagle's Obsession by Satyanshi. This is the first book I have ever read on Wattpad, and there is no going back after that. It made me a Wattpad reader. A literature student, I was used to reading heavy, serious, boring books that only focus on life, death, and philosophy. But when I read this book, I felt like I was watching some suspense thriller movie with non-stop twist, and honestly, it was better than the movies. Story begins with our main lead, Nishkar Bedi, returning to India from Canada with a girl named Manvi Arora, whom he has married even though she was already engaged to his elder brother Abhiman Bedi. No, this is not a love triangle and this is not an ordinary love story. The plot, every twist in this book hit you out of nowhere, and trust me, they will blow your mind. Now coming to the book that has been living in my head rent free. I read this book more than a year ago and I still can't move on. I had no one to talk about it, so I kept everything to myself for so long, and finally I can say it. Oh my god, I could talk about this book all day non-stop. Yep, it's none other than Shivanya Rana's Obsession by VillainsMelody. A small message for parents. If your daughter is giggling while looking at her phone, it's not because she's in love. She might just be reading Shivanya. Bro, my face was literally like this all the time. That toothy smile like Shivanya does all the time. The story begins with Shivanya talking about her wedding the next day to Prince Rituraj. Just then, her maid comes in with the ugliest painting. Imagine, so ugly that even shopkeeper had given it for free. Even Shivanya was like, and they tell her that this is the painting of Rana Advait Singh Rajput, the prince known as War Machine, whose morning begins with blood and cries. Honestly, no one introduced Vainlit like this. That painting, the description of that painting almost made me drop the book, but thank God I kept reading it. Then suddenly, the maid runs in, and yes, their kingdom is under attack. The attack is led by none other than Rana Advait Singh Rajput. After capturing Shivanya's kingdom, Advait forces her into marriage by blackmailing her. I would rather call it a blackmail marriage. So I won't call it a forced marriage because the lead is very strong to be forced by anyone. You will got to know it after reading the book. This is one of my favorite part of the book. When they're getting married, the sindoor is missing. And as a filmy kid, I thought he would cut his finger and fill her hairline, but no, bro. But instead, he stabs his chest by his dagger, take out the blood, filled her hairline. This is just the beginning. The plot, the twist is twisting. I swear on God, I have never read something like this before. This book has every genre except horror. Romance, drama, comedy, mystery, family drama, politics, equality, feminism. Every time I thought I understood the story, it completely proved me wrong. The one character who surprised me in the whole book, I don't think it was only me, but everyone who read this book. Character is Rana Singh Rajput. You think you will hate him at first, but end up loving him the most in this book. I love this character, but more than love, I understand his character. His character is so deep enough that a whole thesis could be written about it. The more you read the chapter, the more you get to know him. I realize he is the most misunderstood character. He wasn't born cruel. The world was not kind to him, even when he needed kindness the most. Even he was once a baby like all of us, a little boy whose childhood was taken from him. Deep down, he also needed someone to love him, even when he never said it. There was this moment. Shivanya gave him a gift, and he doesn't know how to react. And he was like, "Oh, this is how it feels when someone gives you a gift." Honestly, I cried reading this. And there are a lot of scenes that makes you cry. But that doesn't mean he is. There is no exact word to describe him, but I remember in comment saying, "I have never seen this goofy, this one heroine before, but at the same time she's so real." One moment from this book I will never forget. Choti Shivanya with running nose running to other way saying, "Look, chahiye Alia." And that girl even wiped her nose with his pant. And bro was traumatized, so traumatized that he ended up saying, "आपको हमसे भय नहीं लगता." And also when Choti Shivanya made him a sweater that only covers his nipple, and he kept that sweater in his box, Sanduk, even after years later. Love Adu Shivanya, they're so cute together. Both of them are grumpy, both of them are sunshine. Both of them have a same big ego. Both are ghamandi. The way they fight, they teach, they curse each other. They always end up saying, "ए लड़की," और थप्पड़ लगा देंगे, और "आप दूर हो जाइए हमसे," shoo shoo, something like that. But only inside the room. But outside, the way they stand up for each other's dignity, no matter what, they never let anyone disrespect the others. I remember my friend saying, "This is not just love, this is beyond love." She doesn't know what it is, but it's more than love. They can be a joker to make each other laugh. If anyone is planning to read this book, trigger warning. Don't read this book while eating. You will either choke from laughing or this kind of book you start reading for leads, but end up loving the supporting character just as much. Every single character is memorable. I don't know why, but I always imagine Lily in Lenga as Narayani. Yuri Narayani always enters screaming, "Macha, Papucha," and everyone in the comment section be like, "Dev is such a cutie. He represents we readers. His reactions are literally ours." And through, if there were more chapters, he would have died of coughing. He reminds me of Rose from Friends. Oh, he is a serious character who never laughs himself but always ends up making us laugh. He's unintentionally funny. He was such a mysterious character. Mysterious till end. He's not bad, he's not good, he's not even a grace-aided character. He is so mysterious. And Mansingh cutie, Gaddar, such a cute Gaddar. Remember when he said to Dev, "आप राजकुमार ना होते तो गाली दे देता." Pro Mansingh, we are with you. We want justice for Mansingh. And I love how these Rana Sake teen wonders are always scared of Rana Sake the most, yet somehow still manage to annoy him. And there are two other characters, Ethiraj and his father. That is all I wanted to say about them. And last, Adubadu, my baby, was so happy that his wife had kept his painting somewhere. But still he doesn't know that his wife had kept his painting on the